Hi everyone, and thank you for watching. In this video, I'm going to show you a simple method, well, not simple. It's going to be a very straightforward method on how to learn tarot. And the method that I'm going to show you and how to learn is not going to be directly from a textbook, learning the meaning from a textbook and attaching the meaning that way, even though you will have to do that first in order to have a general idea of what the card means. But I'm going to show you how to use your own feelings and your own experiences and attach those experiences and feelings to the card so that you can read for yourself, for someone else, or whatever prediction or whatever you're trying to learn through using tarot cards. Now, tarot is amazing. You can identify, discern energy, thought, and questions from the mind. From what I've seen of doing this, playing around with it for the past 4 years or so, is that the more you learn the archetypes of the cards, the more accurate you become. And the less you doubt yourself, the more fluid and correct your visions and interpretations are. So it's real important to practice. Practice makes perfect with this, just like with anything. And you're playing with your intuition, and you're doing the exercise with your intuition. And just like anything else, intuition needs lots of practice in order to become very great or profound or better. So because reading tarot cards, it's a very subjective thing. Your interpretation will be based primarily on your own experiences. You can't understand something that you've never done, seen, or experienced. So when you read, you'll be speaking from your own experience. You won't be being psychic or anything and getting divine information that way. I mean, you can if your abilities are that sharp, but in general, you'll be speaking from your own. You'll be extrapolating from your own experiences when you're trying to read for someone else. So what I'm going to show you in this video, or the way I'm going to show you and how everything's going to happen in this video, I'm going to take you through 3 days of my life and where I read myself, and I'll show you step by step in how I did it, and I kind of give you instructions based on showing you my own personal example. So basically what I did was, the first thing I did was I woke up in the morning. Woke up straight out of the bed, and I chose 4 cards. You can choose 1 card, if you want to start real simply, you can choose 1, but I chose 4 because I've been playing around with this for a while. But you can still learn from my 4, but you can do 1. So my first card that I chose was the main energy of that day, or the most important event of that day. And then the second card that I chose was a clarification of that main energy, or that main event of that day. And then the third card that I chose was, why did those things happen? What was the reason for that? And the fourth card that I chose was just kind of extra, but I did it just for extra insurance. And that fourth card, it told me what I could do to make that day better, or make that situation better. How could I maximize and get the best out of that situation, that experience that day? And I put the cards face down. I didn't look at them in the morning after I picked them up, or after I shuffled the cards and dealt them. And the reason why is because I didn't want to fulfill any prophecies, or make any self-fulfill any prophecies. It's important when you're reading, because you could have that in your mind. You're trying to subconsciously just trying to make those things happen, and I wanted to eliminate that. So I put the cards face down, and before I went to bed, that's when I came back and I turned the cards over and I checked on them. Before you turn the cards over and read them, you want to have a clear plan on how you're going to read the cards. You need to know exactly what you're going to do. You don't want to be trying to sort that stuff out while you're reading the cards. You want to have a direct plan. You don't want to play around like that. So for example, you want to know, if you want to have a plan where if the cards are upright, you're going to be judging only upright cards, or if you're going to be judging cards that are upside down. Upright is direct energy, and upside down is kind of stuck energy, or it's kind of reverse energy, depending on how you read the cards. Everyone has their own way of doing it, and it's part of what I'm saying. You want to determine how you personally are going to do it. And also, each card, I'll just go over some real general information here. Each card has its own specific themes, and for example, you probably already know this, but I'll run through it anyway real quickly. You have coins, the coin cards, or the pinnacle cards, and they're about value, money, whether value be value in yourself or value, monetary value, coins, and then you have cups. Cups is emotions and contentment, basically how you feel inside, which is, it signifies maybe something else or represents something else. And then you have wands, which is action and activity and projects, that type of thing. And then you have swords, which is thought, speech, and conflicts. And then you even have like a numerological aspect to the cards, numerology, where each card has a certain number, even though sometimes there aren't numbers on certain cards. But each card has a numerical equivalent, and you could research that and find that out on your own. I'll probably put the number up as I show you my demonstration. And then you also have kings, queens, pages, and like characters on the cards, and they give you even more information. You can tell you the maturity or the age of a person, even sometimes like the type of person they are, sexual orientation, lots of different things you can read, and if you know how to read for them and look for them when you search through the cards. And there's so much more. If you look at the cards, they're packed with symbolism, and you can use that symbolism and use that information and use it as you please. And also you can even use your intuition while you're playing around with the cards, and you can look for synchronicities. For example, if you hear a certain sound while you're reading the card, or you're pulling the card up, or you have some music pops in your head, or something happens at that time, don't be afraid to use your intuition and implement that into what you're reading, because it's all energy, and the timing of that energy, and the universe makes no mistakes. So take advantage and utilize all of your intuition and your senses, and really focus and have fun with this. So with all of that said, here's my demonstration of a simple way to discern and learn the tarot cards in a very, very, very intimate way. It's December 1st. It's a Thursday, and I'm about to reveal to you my tarot card reading. And again, I'm using this method to teach myself how to read cards and really internalize the cards, because I'm basing it on my own day-by-day life. So again, this is the main energy of today. This is the clarification of this main energy. It gives you more information about the main energy. And this card up here is the reason why it all happened. And this card down here is the card that can improve it, and the way I can make the best out of this whole situation. So some things that I didn't just mention on the previous day's reading is that, like I talked about major arcana, but I didn't really talk about I didn't talk about the wands. Wands is like a force, initiative, fiery energy, that type of thing. It's taking initiative. Coins is about stability, money, and basically, yes, stability, money, and being comfortable in life. And the cups is about water energy. It's about emotions, and feeling good or feeling bad, for that matter. And swords is about speech, dialogue, conflict, heavy thinking, that type of thing. So let's see what I have for today. Well, before I tell you what I have, I'll give you a quick overview of what happened to me today, so you'll know beforehand of what to expect with the cards. So today was a huge season change here today in South Korea. It went from a warm day to a very cold. The season kind of like went to winter overnight, it seems, here. I woke up with ice on the ground, and this is the first time we got ice on the ground today. So I woke up very cold. And it was a normal work day, but this is usually my shortest work day. And I went to work as as usual, as normal on a Thursday. And I had an interview today for a second job that another job that I'm pursuing, because I'm planning to leave the country, leave South Korea very soon, in another month or so, and get closer to the sun, get some sunshine. It's gonna be really beautiful. I'm so excited about it because of the what that's been going on for the past few years. I've been just kind of trapped in one place. This place is cool, but I don't like being trapped. And I did the interview. The interview was it's pretty heavy, but I think I held my own. I didn't stumble on anything. I was able to express myself clearly, fluidly, and I think it went well. But I don't know. It is what it is. Okay, and now I'm at this point. I'm about to go to bed. So now I'm going to show you the cards and we see what we come up with, and I'll tell you my interpretations of them. So this is the main energy right here. Okay, so the main energy of today is the Hangman. Hangman is about seeing something from a different point of view. And this is a major arcana, so it's an important card. So this energy that was picked up, it's some pretty important, significant energy. So basically, this main energy is saying that I'm trying to look at something from a different point of view, because apparently it's not clear or the way I thought it was, and I'm trying to reconsider something in a different way. And I guess the highlight of my day was the interview, so I'm guessing it has something to do with that interview. And clarification of that is Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is a really pushing information, and really going head first into something and not holding back. So again, I'm assuming it's all about that interview. So I'm looking at something in a different way. And why am I looking at it in a different way? Because I want to be direct and I don't want to hold back, and I want to be straight to the point with this. That's what I'm guessing on this one. So why did all of this happen? This is the reason why. The reason why it all happened. Here we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The seven of swords. And Seven of Swords is about, if you notice, all the cards are upright. Everything's straight forward, straight to the point. If they're upright, the energy is direct. If they're reversed, then the energy is kind of stuck. So this card is reversed, so the energy is kind of stuck. And this card, the Seven of Swords, is about getting away with something, or getting away with something sneaky. So the reason why all of this happened is because someone is maybe trying to get away with something sneaky, and it's in reverse, so they didn't really get away with anything sneaky. And I don't think that's on my end, because I was pretty straightforward. So I don't know what that's all about. Possibly it's the interviewer. And what can I do to make this situation, to maximize it and get the most out of it, and basically get the most out of this day? And we'll see what's here. Here, Temperance. Temperance card, another major arcana card. And it just basically means be patient and just kind of see what happens. And I think it's mostly about patience here. But I'll put the written and most commonly well-known meanings of these cards, so you can see the more formal interpretation, because my interpretation is probably not that great anyway. It's kind of by the top of my head, and I'm not super versed in this. I just have a basic understanding of it. So that's December the 1st, Thursday, 2022. So let me run you through with a general interpretation what all of these cards meant. These 4 cards that I just showed you. So the first card that I got was the Hanged Man, and it was upright. So there's a general translation or definition of what generally what everyone thinks of it, whomever. In general context, the Hangman Tarot card indicates that you are in a situation that you are not happy with. You may be feeling like you are stuck in a rut or trapped in a situation or a frame of mind that is not making you happy, but you have the power to release yourself. This may involve walking away from the situation or simply changing your perspective on it. The Hangman may also signify that you may be facing a dilemma that you are unsure of what path to take. You may feel that things are not turning out the way that you planned with this major arcana card appearing in your tarot spread. You need to step outside of yourself and look at your situation from a different angle. Give yourself time to just relax. Stop trying to control things and just let them be. The correct course of action will become clear to you in time. So based on this interpretation, what I take mostly from it is that if I were to take this job, the job starts around May, which is it would be like three or 4 months in the future, which I don't want to take that much time off in between jobs. So I think that's what this Hangman is saying, looking at it differently, even though, it's a favorable, I like the job, I'm very interested in it, but got to kind of reconsider and think about it in a different way, and possibly in a somewhat not positive way. And keep in mind, when you look at these cards, you don't just look at one card, you look at all of the cards together to make a complete picture. So we can't just look at this and say the entire reading is based on this, even though this is the main energy of it. And the next card that I got to clarify the Hangman, it's the Knight of Swords. I'll read this to you. In a general context, the Knight of Swords is a change card. It tells you that a big change is coming, one you have been waiting for quite some time, and you better be ready to roll with it when it does. It's time to jump in and seize the moment. This is a major arcana card of being assertive, direct, honest, quick-witted, and intellectual. It signifies being dashing, daring, brave, courageous, and rebellious. It is also representative of being talkative, ambitious, forward-thinking, focused, and single-minded when it appears in your tarot spread. When this card appears in your tarot reading, it can indicate that you go against the flow and you have great leadership qualities, that you are a perfectionist and a risk taker. If representing a person, the Knight of Swords is an adult of 20 to 35 years of age, and usually a male, who has strong personalities, quick-witted, a fast talker, intelligent, daring, and rebellious. He may be an air sign such as Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. The Knight is assertive and irrational, but can be impatient and impulsive. He is a very direct manner, and this can sometimes make him seem a little insensitive. However, he is also exciting and adventurous, which draws people to him. Champions, heroes, warriors charging into battle are signified by this card, and as such, it can represent a soldier or someone in the military. Okay, so that's the red interpretation of this. I think this card is me, even though I'm older than the age that they put out for the person, but maybe I have the same energy of this age that they put out. And also I think this is me because I was very direct in everything that I had to say, and I was very confident. I think my wit was quite quick. Every question that I got, I answered it directly and honestly, and I didn't really think too much into anything. I didn't overthink anything. I wanted them to just have a what you see is what you get type of thing. I don't really have time to play those type of games. It's like seize the moment, so it's kind of aggressive. So maybe they took me as being like kind of overly aggressive or something like this. So I guess so far, I guess another way of looking at that is the Hangman card is that they were looking at me from like kind of sideways, and maybe they were seeing me as maybe too aggressive, or maybe not. Maybe my energy is too strong for that type of work or type of job. This is one other way of looking at it. You can look at these cards, from different points of views. It's based on interpretation. All right, so the next card that I got, which is why did all of this happen, is I got the Seven of Swords reverse card, and Seven of Swords reverse card. The meaning of it is It's confessing something, coming clean, turning over a new leaf, conscience kicking in, ignoring warnings, a pathological liar, a serial cheat, slander, dangerously two-faced, malicious, con artist, blackmail, unworkable strategy, being outsmarted, getting caught, running away from consequences, a coward, someone with no backbone, stealing credit, military. So that's the card that I got for why all of this is happening. So this card was reversed. When it's upright, it typically means that someone's getting away with something. That's the general interpretation of it. But when it's upside down, it's the things that I just mentioned to you, which, as you can see, are not that positive. So perhaps the interviewer saw me in this type of light. Perhaps. I didn't really see the interviewer in this type of light, so I think it's more of the interviewer seeing me in this type of light. The only thing that I could see where I saw them in this type of light is that they told me that the job was like 3 or 4 months in the future when I expected something much, much earlier. So I don't know if it's me or them, but I think it's more me than them. That's my guess on it. All right, so the next card. Oh yeah, well, before I go to the next card, I'll just give you the general interpretation of a reversed Seven of Swords card. I just gave you some keywords, but here's a general interpretation. In general context, the Seven of Swords reverse signifies coming clean and one's conscience kicking in. So you have done something you are not proud of, or you may find something confessing or turning over a new leaf. It can represent careers in the military or security. Alternatively, this major arcana card reversed represents pathological liars, serial cheaters, people who are malicious or so two-faced that they are toxic or dangerous to be around. It also represents slander, blackmail, and con artists. The Seven of Swords reversed can also signify ignoring warning signs, being outsmarted, or finding that your strategies or plans are unworkable. This tarot card can be an indicator that you are lacking a backbone, behaving in a cowardly manner, stealing credit for other people's achievements, or running away from consequences. It may also represent ignoring warning signs or getting caught. So that's the interpretation of this card in reverse. And again, I don't know if it represents me or if it represents the interviewer. All right, so the advice for this whole portion of the reading. The advice was the Temperance card, and the Temperance card was upright. Keywords for the Temperance card: upright is balance, peace, patience, moderation, inner calm, perspective, tranquility, harmonious relationships, and soulmates. So here's a general meaning of this card, and remember, this was the advice that I got for this reading. In general context, the Temperance tarot card signifies balance, peace, patience, and moderation. This major arcana card indicates that you have found your inner calm and have a good perspective on things. It is a sign that the relationships in your life are harmonious. You have learned not to allow yourself to be dragged into other people's conflicts or let minor issues knock you off balance. Instead, you adapt to the situations with a clear mind and calm heart and keep your balance. Temperance can also signify that you have found peace and tranquility and you are feeling content. Temperance indicates that you are truly in touch with who you are inside, what you value, and your own moral compass, and you are finding it easier to figure out your own aspirations and set yourself goals. Okay, so here's my interpretation of what this Temperance card advice means. Of course, this is directly at me because it's my advice, so there's no confusion about that. This just means that I have done this type of work for a decade, and I know the good side, I know the bad side, I know what's too good to be true, I know what's not good, was bad. I know all the little details. No one can really pull any tricks on me unless I allow them to pull tricks on me. So I just have to if there's a red flag, accept the red flag for being a red flag. If something if it looks like something, that's probably what it is, that type of thing. And It just means just follow. I think like follow my common sense with everything, and be patient through all of it. So that's my interpretation of what this card means for the advice for the entire reading. So yeah, that's my first reading, and next ones I won't go so detailed. I did it for the first one, just kind of give you a model of how this works. My next reading, it's December 2nd. It's Friday, 2022.